right, let's talk about fan culture. You know, that intense online world where a single, super simple moment between two celebrities can just explode into a massive digital firestorm. It happens all the time, and today we're going to break down a perfect example of it. I mean, seriously, what could possibly go wrong? You'd think it would just be cool, right? Exciting, maybe we get some great photos out of it. But oh boy. In the high-stakes world of modern fandom, we're about to see how even the most casual, innocent little moment can get twisted into something else. Something way more complicated. Okay, so let's set the scene. Our story kicks off at this super high-profile fashion event in Seoul. You gotta picture it. It's one of those places where music, art, and high fashion all just smash together. It's the kind of place where you are guaranteed to see some of the biggest stars on the entire planet. And the key players here? Well, they're two of the most recognizable faces in music, period. We're talking about the Louis Vuitton show in Seoul on December 3rd. And who was there? Lisa from BLACKPINK and JHope from BTS. Both of them in the same room. Now, for the fans of these massive groups, this was a huge deal. And, with cameras absolutely everywhere, it was only a matter of time before a clip surfaced. And of course, it did. Just a short little video. It captured a really brief, totally friendly-looking interaction between Lisa and JHope. And just like anything involving these two, boom, it went viral, instantly. And at first, everything was great. The reaction was just overwhelmingly positive. People were celebrating it. Fans were just thrilled to see two idols from these huge groups just having a good time, being friendly, vibing at an event. It felt like this really wholesome, positive moment. But, yeah, that didn't last long. And this is where the whole narrative just completely splits in two. What most of us saw as a simple, friendly chat, well, some people started to reframe it in a much more negative light. A totally different story started to bubble up. One about awkwardness, about exclusion, about one idol supposedly trying to intrude on a conversation. And this negative take, it started to gain traction fast, especially in certain corners of the internet. What started as just a few comments kind of spiraled into a full-blown backlash, a real hate train, as they say. And people started creating and sharing clips specifically to push this negative story. And the comments, they started rolling in, fast and pretty harsh, like this one. They don't gaff about him, just straight to the point, trying to paint a picture of him being ignored. Then you get comments like this, really pushing that social awkwardness angle. He was trying too hard to be included. Haha, the laughing emojis just add to that mocking tone. And this one's even more direct, right? That one person who tries to join a friend group when they don't have anyone. It's like you can literally see the narrative being built comment by comment. It's so deliberate. And of course, the comments came from the other side too, which just threw gasoline on the fire. You get stuff like this. He didn't give a single fuck about your faves that are seeking for a look from him. The whole thing just became this battleground of interpretations. But okay, that negativity did not go unchallenged. As that hate train started picking up speed, a whole other group of fans and just regular people online started to push back. They started defending the idols and calling out what they saw as totally toxic, completely fan-made drama. And their argument? It was pretty simple, really. Look at this comment. People on this app are so jobless. Here, idols are just happy and vibing. They're basically saying, hey, look at the video. They're just people having a good time. The actual drama isn't even in the room with them. And this next one really drives that point home. They don't care about you and your ass fan wars. It's blunt, but it's making a clear argument. The idols themselves, they're not invested in this stuff. This whole conflict is being created and fueled by people online. So, okay, why does any of this even matter? Why are we breaking down this one little moment? Well, because this single viral clip is actually a perfect case study of a much, much bigger issue in modern fan culture. It really makes you ask, what are the real-world costs of these online battles? Let's break it down, because this is the core of the problem. First, idols are just people trying to have fun. But these fan-driven fights, they create so much tension. And what happens then? Well, it gets really hard for artists to just interact freely. They have to worry that every little thing they do could spark another war. The focus completely shifts away from their art, and it becomes all about policing every single move they make. And really, when you boil it all down, the takeaway is this.
The real conflict wasn't happening in that room at the fashion show. Not at all. All that tension, all that negativity, the whole war, it was all happening online between different groups of fans. The artists themselves, they were just caught in the middle of it all.
Which leaves us with one last really important question to chew on. Are these fan wars, the ones that claim to protect and defend these artists, are they actually hurting them? Are they creating this hostile, restrictive environment for the very people they say they support? It's definitely something to think about.